What is going on? We are back.
You got to make that thing longer.
I do not have to make it longer. Like, one, we don't even need to talk about time whenever it comes to you.
Yeah. So my bad, everybody.
As you can see, we are now 15, supposed to be like 15 minutes into this, and Justin's late again. Not me, Justin.
Well, I mean, I've spent a week looking for you. So me being 15 minutes late after a week of looking for you.
No, last week you saw me. You was on here. You had your little 30-minute or 30-second spiel too.
Yeah, but you weren't here. I was actually here when I did mine. Where were you?
Where was I?
Yeah.
I was on the road. Where were you the week before that?
Where was I?
On the road.
No, I wasn't.
You were.
No, dude, I'm back every Friday, man.
We were not here that Friday. You had the whole deal with.
I was here.
You had something else that was going on because you weren't here.
Are you sure you weren't here? You sure?
Because in the week before that, we did the one at your house.
Week before we did the one at my house. Then you went to Colorado.
Nebraska first, but you were also gone. And then I came back.
Where did I go?
And then that Friday, it was something that.
Where was I?
You're doing something. I want to say it was with the family. You were doing something.
I might have been with the fam, but I mean, come on. Are you all really going to blame me for doing stuff with the
No,
fam?
I'm just going to say, but when we come back, the one that you would hope that we'd be back for, you're late.
I mean, I didn't hope I knew. Honestly, I'm just getting in from Chicago. I mean, like, let's give me some. Well, actually, Kansas City. I was in Chicago yesterday. But
Tim says, did you get shit on by a bird?
In Chicago? No.
On your shirt.
Oh, so that's paint. That's paint. We can go with the bird thing if you want to, but that's paint. I got shit on by the paint. I mean, pooped on.
What are you talking about, Tim? It's like, it did not say.
Wow.
It says 1715. It doesn't say 1715. It
said 1915. We super late if that be the case.
Like, that ain't the case. It had said 1915.
That was a good year. If anybody's got a bottle of wine.
So, we are back. So,
hey, welcome back, bud.
Welcome back.
Missed you, man.
Missed you.
I missed you guys. Oh, I got to do the thing.
You do have to do a thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, pigeons and penguins. Welcome back.
What about the FUBARs and the FUBETs?
FUBARs and FUBETs.
There you go.
Do's and dozettes.
Do's and dozettes. Do's and do-don'ts.
Whoa. Mm-hmm. To do or not to do?
That is the question.
I don't even feel like that's
it is
even a question.
nobler in the mind to run the swings and arrows of. I know Shakespeare.
We talked like an hour ago about my English.
See, no, you're not.
You can't even say Shakespeare.
You can't even. You're not even trying to.
Want some Ricky Bobby shaking?
You're not going to. You're not going to try to put in any kind of concept of time because one, that was about 45 minutes ago. It wasn't an hour.
Oh.
Once again, Justin's late.
Hey, man. Like I said, we're flatbedders. We're used to open appointment times. Y'all are just going to have to get used to that. FBG.
Timmy says, I was never in the military. Okay. You just put military time up. That would be military time.
Well, now I'm liable to believe him because he doesn't know military time. So he just put the numbers you put.
I didn't put 1715.
I mean, you easily could have.
The 9's over here.
Did you do it on here or did you do it on there?
I did it on here. Exactly.
This is real suspect.
Exactly.
Right,
we're also. It's like it could be Tim. Like he could be a little.
We're back in our location too.
We are.
Or a little high on overpriced Taco Bell, was it?
What?
We had a food conversation with him. He spent a lot of money there.
Oh,
that was the In-N-Out burger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the nastiness of that.
They whoa. What? It is not nasty.
The misleading characterization of their menu. How about that?
Look, we can have a whole flipping show just on how wrong that statement was. On how I'm tired of your blaspheming.
Do I have to go online to figure out what sauces they have?
No, you don't. There's only one sauce.
What sauce?
It's the sauce that goes on the burger. They don't even have a name for the sauce.
What's all this other sauce stuff then?
You're talking about animal style.
We had animal style. There was a tiger style. There was I mean, when we went online, there was a whole lot of options. When we were in the store, there was none. None of that. Everything we saw online did not exist in the store.
Not on
facts or no facts.
Not on the
facts or no facts.
No facts.
What do you mean no facts? That's not a factual statement.
The alternative facts.
Oh, so what's the alternative fact?
Those are alternative facts.
What is the alternative?
The alternative fact is the fact that one, you can go in there, you can order a burger. You can order a cheeseburger. You can order a double cheeseburger, or you can order a triple cheeseburger, and you can add whatever you want to that.
Okay, but if I don't know that exists, like if I want a Big Mac secret sauce on a quarter pounder, I can ask for that, right?
It does. Is that? Whoa! Is that on the menu?
Yeah.
Is this? Is the secret sauce?
I mean, dude, they have
a secret sauce on the menu.
They have commercials.
The secret sauce is not on the menu.
But everybody knows there's Thousand Island.
Whoa. Everybody knows.
Do you know?
See, you're I've never all kinds of holes in your logic.
McDonald's is across the country. In-N-Out Burger's out
it's
west.
Not. Yeah, In-N-Out Burger is not across the country.
Correct. So not everybody knows.
So
that
this is your fault.
Everybody knows there's a secret sauce on a Big Mac. I mean, they put it in their commercials, which are worldwide, not even nationwide. So I mean, the world knows.
No. We're talking about
Japan doesn't know.
We're talking about
they know there's a secret sauce on a Big Mac.
We are talking
Japan knows
about on the menu itself. We can go to a McDonald's right now and look up on the board, and it does not say what on that sauce.
To all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, onion.
It doesn't say special sauce. That's
there used to be.
That was on the commercial. It used to be a song.
Yeah, and you used to be able to go up there, sing the song, and they'd give you a free Big Mac.
I don't think they do that no more.
They would owe a lot of people money. You know how many TikTokers would just run up there and just start singing it?
Yeah, McDonald's would be McBroke.
Yeah.
Anyway, after that, see, this is all your fault, Tim. I blame you.
I don't blame him. I blame In-N-Out Burger
because then now
that's what started this whole conversation. I blame In-N-Out Burger for In-N-Out Burger.
It was derived off.
It's not Tim's fault.
It was derived off of his argument initially.
It wasn't an argument. He said he spent $20 and he wished he didn't. That he went to another location to get his burgers,
of which he was the part of the conversation. He was the part of the initial argument, which you just said. You're like, oh, talking about Tim. Oh, like you're talking about In-N-Out Burger. Like you want to get an In-N-Out Burger now. 5 to 7 minutes later, told you we could do a whole damn show just on.
You still have to go online to figure out what they have.
You have to go online to figure out what what McDonald's has too, don't you?
No,
because special sauce is not on that menu.
I'm gonna have to look next time.
You're gonna have to look.
I've never had either that or In-N-Out needs to blow up and let everybody know.
Nope,
you can get it in many different styles.
Nope.
See, McDonald's told you. In-N-Out Burger doesn't tell you. You have to go online to the secret website and schnotch.
Look at this crap.
What is it with everybody in this?
I don't understand. Like this is almost like brothers, like freaking arguing back and forth. We happen to have a lot in common. That's granted. But the thing is, like, I don't think I could stand a week just with you. let alone a life.
Bro,
I feel bad for your wife.
we should try to team a load one time and just fill that. Like just film the week of us running back and forth across the country. That'd be good. That'd be good content.
No, because you know what that is? That is filming the crime. Because either you would try to kill me or I would try to kill you and get away with it.
Why would I try to kill you?
Because we wouldn't, like I said, we wouldn't be able to stand each other for longer than a week of not being away from each other.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because think about it, the longest.
I don't think that will help this situation either.
I don't think so either.
So let's just scrap that. And you would have to come over to Flatbed.
I would not. You would have to come back to Reefer since that's where you started.
Hey, it's like starting in the minors. I've made it to the majors now.
To the majors, even though
for the big leagues.
Not the main. That's not the main division of Prime. You kind of went down,
dude. You're looking at it like divisionally. I'm just looking at, you know what I mean? Like,
look, Bryson, your opinion don't matter right now.
Who's
Bryson?
What did Bryson say?
In-N-Out is trash. He's from the South. If we want a Southerner's opinion I'll call you.
Alternative, Bryson. What are we putting up as an alternative?
He's going to put Crystals.
In-N-Out is trash.
Or he's going to put Popeyes.
What's the go-to?
He's going to put Crystals, or he's going to put something like some white Castle trash.
Well, we're going to find out. That's all I'm saying.
Either way,
I want to know what he thinks is the... Because any of those would be different than the normal argument.
Mm-hmm. So,
like, Tim wished he went to McDonald's.
He did. So, what have you been up to?
Dude, I was in the wind yesterday, tarping with a little crease. That was not fun. No, not at all.
I could imagine how
it was like 50 miles an hour. And then the way they had our trucks, right? The wind was coming right at the corner of the load. It was horrible. That's what I was up to yesterday. I hurt my shoulder.
You hurt it? Your shoulder is permanently hurt.
No, the other one.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's going to go well with paintball.
Yeah. I'll work it out.
Look, see, hold on. He put cookout. The hell is cookout?
Where in the world do you buy that? Now, Bryson, you have to understand the rules to this judgment, man.
Exactly.
You can't just be like cooking out in my backyard.
Exactly.
Like, that's not an option, bro.
Exactly, because my mom, the way that she would make my burgers are like I would eat those over In-N-Out Burger all day long. And I'm sure you would eat your mom's lasagna over any other lasagna all day long.
Yeah, I mean,
so
like the thing is like you're going out to eat, bro. Where's the go-to plate? Like your backyard? Can I just show up at your backyard?
It's in college towns.
Oh,
look, he didn't go to college,
and he went to college online.
I did. So he said,
but if that's a real place,
he said, no, it's a real restaurant. Well, then someone is advertising and they sucked. Their advertising.
I've been to a lot of parties on college campuses, though. I've never seen that. But again, they were all out east, so not down south.
So I mean, would a cake stand be considered a self-serve bar?
No, he's saying it's a real restaurant.
I know what I'm saying.
Around college.
So I can even say that
or is that one that's on like the college campus thing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've been to a lot of parties. We used to go when I lived in Connecticut. We used to go to Yale all the time, be high as anything, and ask all the Yaleys like, "Hey man," because I was always looking for what's his name, the fitness guy, so I could ask him because remember he was on the Yale swim team.
Oh, that's right.
So I always wanted to ask him, man, because we used to get high all the time, drive out there and be like, "Hey, can you?"
But that was before you knew Sepiwe.
Can you tell us how to get here, bro? They would try to explain that to us, man. They're like, "Well, what you want to do is you want to go," or they'd be like, "Get here, like, where's that?" And like, oh my god, like you're supposed to be smart. Like,
you're supposed to be smart.
Really
this is Yale. This is law school.
So I wanted to ask that dude, like, how do I get here, to see if I'd ever asked him that before. Like, have you ever talked to my friends? Because we used to do something stupid. And I'm going to know if you have or not.
Well, Daniel Viller says that he is finally here.
Who's here?
Daniel Viller.
Where's here?
Where's here? Yeah, that's a good point.
Hey, welcome to the show.
How do we get here? How do we get here? How do we get here?
Welcome to the show, Daniel. And wherever here is.
Yeah, where is here?
Where is here? Is here?
Here is not here because he's not here.
Hands free though. Oh, so he's here as in the show. Hey, welcome. Welcome, Daniel.
Welcome to the
Welcome to the hands free experience.
Yes.
Meaning he's watching while he's.
I know what he. Yeah.
What are you going on over there, bud?
Oh no, I'm doing
checking on the show while we're on the show. That's kind of stupid.
That's not what I'm doing. I'm sharing it to the Facebook the way more people actually can come in and check it out.
Share us too? Why would you do that?
Because on my Facebook page.
You're in your truck and you want In-N-Out. Oh, this is a question. Here we go, Tim. You're in your truck and you want In-N-Out. Do you got to a truck stop half a mile down the road? B, park in a turn lane and run inside real quick.
You're in your truck.
I don't understand the
you want In-N-Out. Do you go to a truck stop half a mile down the road, or B, park in a turn lane real quick. Okay, what I will tell you right now.
Did you not just hear me say that?
No, because
aloud?
I had to read it. I had to read it to know, because like sometimes like you don't.
All right, man. Answer this stupid question.
So he said, or C. Hold on.
Oh, there's a C.
There's a C. Or C. Take your chances driving through the drive-through because you know you're going to end up in it anyways. That's a good option. I mean that's a good option. I mean, and students, close your ears. That might be a good option.
Go through the drive-through.
Well, at least in the parking lot. Because I mean, I have done that before.
Yo, COVID was the best.
That's true.
You used to be able to go up and knock on the window when people liked us.
I mean,
remember that? Like you could go up to the drive-through and knock on the window, and they would actually.
I've done it at Panda. I've done it at Panda Express.
Hey, not everybody allows you to play like that, though.
No,
like,
they look at you weird.
We were allowed to do everything, man. Like people loved us. It was awesome. We were champions.
Now we're back to being the redheaded stepchildren again. So, okay, what I would do is what I've done. I mean, heck, I have actually ran, and I will say, yes, I ran almost
to the bathroom after eating.
That's a few times, not because in and out.
I mean, that's what.
But I have ran almost a quarter mile to get. I got found truck parking and ran to In and Out, then ran back before my convoy took off again. That was in the military though.
Oh,
that was
back when you could run.
So that was, yeah. So that was an interesting story. So we had a convoy that we had to go from, we'll say, one place that far away to another place, right?
Oh,
and on this route, there was a place where we stopped where they had In-N-Out Burger, or at least there was In-N-Out Burger about a quarter mile away. And my unit is originally in Oklahoma. So the thing is, we don't have that stuff in Oklahoma. Like when you have a whole bunch of people that are from California and we're back in Cali, it's like, oh, hey, there's In-N-Out Burger. Hey, we're going to do what we can do to get over there. So we had everybody parked.
You did not.
I swear on everything holy.
No, I mean, I believe you ran, but I don't believe that many people are like, oh, we're going to do what we can do to get the In-N-Out Burger. Because you're the only dumbass that ran a quarter mile down the street.
I'm the only, because the rest of them were actually doing security on the convoy. I was the only one that they were like, hey, Fitz, go. And I was like, okay, I'll be back. So I literally took off while they were doing security on the convoy.
The people there, they were like, you go?
Because they knew the fat kid knew what to order.
That kid knows the secret menu. We'll send him because I have no idea what to order because it's not on their regular menu.
This is another thing that it came up. So there was a bunch of people that didn't know the whole thing when it came to In-N-Out Burger. Like we had talked to about like, hey, 4x4 animal style. And
nobody knows. That's my point. That's why I don't
like it. People from Cali know.
That's because y'all don't.
Just because it's not our fault.
Because you had to look it up.
It's not our fault you were born on the East Coast.
Do they put it on a commercial out there?
There's really no In-N-Out commercials.
They don't even market well.
But they do.
But they don't.
Then how do you explain how
all
good
beef
a franchise
patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, onions, pickles on a sesame seed bun. That's all I'm saying. McDonald's told you, bro. In-N-Out Burger ain't telling you. Anyway, you ran down there.
I ran down there.
Get on with your story.
I ran down there, and mind you, I'm fully like tacked out. Like it's like the only time I'm pretty sure that anybody's actually ran into an In-N-Out Burger like fully armed and wasn't robbing the place.
Yeah, that's a Cali thing.
So I mean, I had M4, I had magazines, everything. I was tacked out. I walk in there, they're like here to order food. So I was like, hey, my unit's down there. Like, hey, I need this. Ordered all kinds of food, right? Grab the food. Now the convoy is already mounted up. We're ready to roll again. And my convoy commander is standing outside the convoy, outside of his vehicle, with his arms crossed like this. And I'm running back like Forrest from Forrest Gump with 2 bags of freaking In-N-Out in my hands. I'm like, I got it. Yeah. So the convoy commander was originally from California, and he understood as long as I paid him off with a burger.
And that shows why the Navy is located in the middle of the country.
There's a lot of reasons why you wouldn't think the Navy be in the middle of the country.
There's no water. That's the number one. Like,
we got submarines and lakes. There's submarines in the Mississippi.
All right, tail gunner. Moving on. Moving on from your stupid story.
Oh, we do have but since like the last time we did this, we did have someone pass away.
Oh, we're gonna go.
I would go there. I mean, just like to give a little bit of a shout out, like, well, rest in peace to him.
Trying to kill everybody with In-N-Out Burger. So
I didn't try to kill. He didn't go with In-N-Out Burger. I mean, I don't think he did.
No, I'm just saying, like, you already brought everybody down with all your In-N-Out Burger stuff. Why not?
Everybody, I mean, I think they're happy with their In-N-Out Burger stuff, but
I know Tim's not.
That's true. Tim, I think Weimer would have loved In-N-Out Burger. I'll tell you that right now.
Except he has to go to California to get it.
Not necessarily. Well, he can go to Arizona and still get it the decent one. You just don't want to go to Texas to get. You don't want to go to Texas to really get anything.
How do you mess that up though? Like, how does?
So here, okay.
Hey, let's not. This is
so no. So in California, so like
it's
the
a
way
franchise. Like, how do you screw this up?
The way that the franchise works in California is that the food and everything has to be sourced within a 200-mile radius of that particular store.
Okay.
So all the lettuce, everything is very fresh, everything like that. Whenever that same type of meat has to go to Texas or the veggies have to go to Texas, they do the veggies from California and send them out there. So it's not as fresh as what it is in California.
So what happens when they have to go, when the lettuce goes from Cali to the Northeast? It's not good lettuce anymore. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, it's not as fresh as it wasn't frozen yet. Or it wasn't refrigerated yet. It literally came. It's like from the fields, goes to the distribution and go. Like
that's like Wendy's, bro. Like, how is Wendy's food never frozen?
I'm pretty sure it's frozen.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, like, their commercials.
just like the whole deal, like Coors, like, you know how the beer, like they talk about that it's kept at 32 degrees from the point that they brew it until it hits your lips. That's lies, because I mean, I haul loads of that and it's dry loads.
I don't know what that was.
Justin was swiping.
Tim brought
invisible things.
Oh, that was a little fly thingy, man. Tim brought it in.
Oh, he did. Good job, Tim.
You brought a fly thing in.
Exactly.
The fly thing.
But so now we're gonna try to get away from the whole In-N-Out Burger thing. That's what I'm gonna try to do here. So can't do it. Anyway. So we do.
You can't get away from the In-N-Out Burger.
I got Panda sitting right over here, but In-N-Out Burger sounds really good right now. But
made the fat boy hungry.
Yeah, so we had.
Hey, you got to run freight these days. So
I did. I had to go out there and run freight. That's why.
I'm saying you can catch some freight out there and get you some In-N-Out.
That's what I was saying. See, so I had to go run freight. That was a big one. I had to go. I did, and I found out that my stamina is not as good as it used to be. Like I found that out the hard way, and I was like, "Whoa!" Like, I'm kind of tired. Like I'm like, I only went like almost 400 miles. I'm like, I get just outside of Kansas City. I'm like, why am I tired? Oh, it's because I usually only go to Kansas City and back.
It's like the smoke can only go to Bass Pro. Need a nap before I leave.
But went out there, saw the freight, and I'll say this. We do have an abundance of freight right now. I will say that there was a minimal amount of time that I was sitting down. The only time I sat and waited was because of weather.
I know a couple other people that tend to disagree with you right now.
Maybe they did it wrong.
Maybe.
But anyway, so like the freight wise, I mean, on the reefer side, I mean, I think it was decent. I don't know how it is with flatbed guys. I don't know how it's working.
We're always moving freight, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So I did see something. So you guys have that.
There we go.
You guys have the account like with Valley Irrigation, right? Like
yes.
So
I don't know if we have an account, but we definitely move.
You move their freight, right?
Yes.
So looking at that, I was actually there I was parked next to a flatbedder, and they had the Valley equipment because it was on tarp. You could see it. Now,
yeah, we don't tarp that stuff.
Right. I kind of figured as much because everything was boxed up, but it was boxed up and on pallets and everything. I'm like, why don't reefer haul that? All that stuff would fit into a reefer unit. Because there wasn't any poles, there wasn't anything like that.
You know where we take that generally?
To farms and stuff?
Yeah, to the fields. Like you drive through the field and they throw it off.
They throw it off?
Yeah, like there's people on the back of your trailer. Like they drop the bars like in a row and you just keep driving on.
Well, because we've gone to fields like when we pick up potatoes.
I've done that. I was on
onions.
I was on a dedicated account. That was awesome. It was the first year we did it, or Prime did it. And so we went to Frito-Lay in Connecticut. So he started west of Tallahassee.
Oh, wow.
And he would drive all the way up with the potatoes. So you get loaded out in the field.
Mm-hmm.
He would drive up there with the potatoes, and then he would deadhead back down. It was like 1,200 miles one way.
Oh, wow.
It was awesome.
So
it was awesome.
I thought that was something that almost like reefer could actually haul. I mean, other than
the biggest reason, like a lot of stuff that we get is because they don't have a place, like they don't have docks to take it off. Like, do you know how much, like I can throw it off the side here, or I can, let me pull it out. There's no room to work. They couldn't stock all that up there and still get around it. Mm-hmm. Like you can technically haul steel too in a van. You couldn't haul it, but you can haul it in a van. Your trailers are heavier.
True. Well, yeah. The boxes might be lighter.
Valley stuff, yes. Steel, no. But I mean, technically, we could put a steel load in the back of a reefer or van trailer as well.
Well, same thing with the
just like I can haul the boxes of shit.
Same thing with shingles, because all those are that's just pallets. So I always thought that was just kind of weird. So I was thinking like,
it's how they get it off. That's the problem. That's like, you ever seen those curtain sides that have that?
Yeah, the Conestogas or whatever.
No, not the Conestoga. They have one that has doors on the back of it and has.
Oh, kind of like what Central Oregon has, like the Central Oregon Transport.
They have them up here at Prime Stores. They have some too, and that's so because they can't get it off the side. Like a lot of places you go, they don't have docks. You know what I mean? Like when you go out to the field, they don't have a dock. Okay. You know what I mean? Like when you pick up potatoes, they use a conveyor belt.
Yeah, that's a cool looking machine. If you guys like Riverside,
a conveyor belt.
Like the cool thing of what they do,
it's a conveyor belt.
Whenever you pick up bulk potatoes and you back into the potato stores, like the conveyor belt basically goes into the back of the trailer and just shoots freaking potatoes.
Did you miss the fact that I did that for like a summer?
I know. I was telling them. They didn't know.
You were looking at me. I didn't know. Look at them. Talk to them.
I was talking to them because you started talking.
I was listening to you. Man, we are way behind. What's going on here?
Whoa. So I said, why go to Texas?
You're skipping ahead.
Yeah. So
we were way behind. Sorry, folks.
I heard. Okay, Daniel says you heard Easter freight is low. What kind of Easter? Are you hauling eggs?
That is not the last thing I saw. You gotta go way up there.
We got a whole bunch of stuff that we got to freaking cover even out here too. We have a special guest that we need to actually.
Yeah, but we gotta stay in tune.
Look, it's all bull.
Wow. That was the last thing I saw. Close your ears, students. How about the none of the above? Go somewhere else. That's fair.
Or grab a lot lizard and tell them.
What?
It says, or E, ask a lot lizard to go and grab it for you. That's what Bryson said. I choose E. There are Navy bases in the desert here in Nevada. Yes, there are.
Tim said they don't.
They don't. Tim's asked them.
Tim would know.
So it says there are Navy bases that are out there. Yep, we have Fallon. There's a naval air station out there. That's a naval weapons facility that actually loads. It's like a bombing range out there for the fighter jets.
That's why they're the Navy, because they're in sand.
Hey, they're sand sailors.
Whatever, dude. I went to Cali one time.
Our guest was actually technically one of them.
A sailor in the sand?
Sand sailors. Yep.
I went to Cali one time on I-10, first exit there. We got off and we made a right. That was a horrible decision. If you ever get off the exit there, do not go. If you're at like exit whatever that is, do not turn right. That takes you to the prison. It does. Not good. You know what I mean? Like, because we actually delivered down the street from there. I delivered in a turtle sanctuary.
A turtle? Oh, I've done one that was a cactus sanctuary.
That lady was nuts.
Well, she's a turtle lady.
You could not move. Like, she had to walk around your truck, give you a nod, and slowly move you forward. You know what I mean? Like the dude offloading your trailer couldn't move without the guy. You know what I mean? Like he had to pull up, he'd hook it up, and then the guy would look around and then back you up. And, I saw not one turtle in a turtle sanctuary. You know what I mean? Like, that's one. And two, I did not know sand turtles existed.
Those are tortoises.
I don't know what they are, but I'm like, yeah, like don't turtles need water? Isn't like their whole existence is water?
Yeah, you know the difference between a turtle and a tortoise, right?
No.
Turtles live in the water.
It was the tortoise and the hare, though. I know that.
So turtles
turtle
live primarily in the water. Tortoises live on the land.
Huh. So you were a tortoise in the Navy. You were a Navy tortoise.
I've been out in the water. I was one of those. I was kind of the crossover turtle.
Ooh, what are those?
You go in the water and in the sand.
What's the name for a crossover turtle?
I don't know. Turtleless.
Pizza Dude's got 30 seconds. Whenever I get to talking turtles, man, I always have to, I don't know what it is.
So
Pizza Dude's got 30
Texas
seconds.
cannot get in and out. Texas cannot get in and out right. That's right. That's correct. Cannot compare to Cali. All right. We'll go over that
Where did Johnson's Logistics come
I
from?
don't know, but he came out of nowhere.
Whoa. Okay, Johnson's. That is a nice logo.
That is a really nice logo. This is because so you know, Justin's
JL.
eyesight's not that good.
I'm trying to see if there was something with the L. You know what I mean? Like if there was like a road or something like that. It is not. It's just underlined.
It's just yeah. Okay.
Carry on.
All right. Had a text in and out. It wasn't bad when I had it, but it wasn't Cali level. See, there you go. Why I go to Texas for a burger? I go to Texas. I want metrics.
Mex-Tex.
Mex-Tex. Oh, I added an R.
Metrics.
I thought metrics. I was like, what the heck's metrics? Like Mex-Tex, like Tex-Mex. It's not Mex-Tex. It's Tex-Mex.
Hey, I think he knows more about food than you do from our last conversation.
Yeah, it could be.
All right.
Yay. Heard Easter freight is low. See, now we're back to where I was.
RN. What does the
Right
nurse
now.
have to do with this?
Right now. Acronyms. See, that's another thing that Justin has a hard time with is acronyms.
Type, motherfucker. I don't have a problem with acronyms. You motherfucker don't know how to type.
So sounds like he with grass in the shape. Wow. Where'd that come from?
Damn, Tim. That was rough. I don't even remember where that should have been a part of.
Bryson says it's so weird not being a prime employee anymore. Yeah, as of today, he's not a prime employee anymore.
Oh, is that guy?
Yeah.
You're that guy.
So you get used to it. So Johnson's Logistics is not one of ours anymore.
You get used to it. Oh. Well, that's because he's Johnson Logistics.
Right. Her car haulers make bank. I don't know. I haven't really met any of those guys.
Me either. They're hard to keep up with.
That's true. I do know that. I mean, that was like I wanted to
We
get.
do know one. We don't ever talk to him anymore because he went and hauled cars. Reggie, remember Reggie?
Oh, he hauls cars?
Yeah, he owns his own truck hauling cars.
Hmm.
Shout out to that guy.
Shout out to Reggie. Well, I always wanted to do like the NASCAR call haulers. I always wanted to do that.
You know, I had an opportunity to get into the circuit of that, not to haul NASCARs, but to get in that circle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, because one, they're still unionized.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And then my uncle used to do a lot of dirt track racing out in North Carolina.
Oh.
So he had connections, so he could have got me in there. But the thing that kept me away from it is once you get started, like you're out for the season.
True.
So there's no home time. Like
no, I mean, I've seen the logistics of it, especially like what the NASCAR guys what they'll do is
I could have snuck in home time at the Monster Mile. But
that is true. Well, see, I always thought it was really cool, like how they ran everything. So, like, say for instance, if NASCAR right now is out in California, like they're racing like in like Ontario or they're racing at Fontana, right? Their next race after that is in Las Vegas. They don't have the Las Vegas car in that car hauler in California. They have the car for that race, and they also have an alternate car for that race in case that first car gets wrecked. So all of their major garages and everything like that, all their major headquarters are out in like South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia. They have a team that runs the new or the car for the next race out to them because they have one show hauler, and that's the one that goes to all the different races. That they bring a blank hauler and they bring that car from and the backup car for the Las Vegas race out to Las Vegas. They swap the cars into the show hauler, and then they actually take the California cars and bring them back over to the East Coast and then grab the next cars and then they do that. Like that's crazy.
They waste a lot of money.
Well, not really, because if you think of it this way, right? They have one car. They have that car hauler that goes to one location to the next. It's the show hauler. It's the one that has all the print on the side of it, right?
Why do they need another car? What's wrong with the car that was just in Cali?
Because each car. So sorry, NASCAR people. He don't know.
No,
forgive him. He knows not what he talks about. Every
don't forgive me. Educate me.
I'm trying to. So every track has each car has been actually tuned to that specific track.
How many tracks are there?
Depending, so you have what is it? Close to, I think it's close to 25 to 30.
Okay, we'll say 25.
Okay.
So there's 25 different cars?
25 different markup, yeah, on the cars.
No, is there 25 different cars?
Yes.
This is stupid.
On a lot, you're looking at some of these guys at billions of dollars. This is
like horse racing. This is dumb.
It's not. I would challenge you, since sometimes you go out to the East Coast, go out to North Carolina, go to Charlotte. And
I go there and pick up freight. Like I was literally just there.
Go to Charlotte and have like a day and go to the different like Hendricks Motorsports, like the different motorsports garages, and they'll give you tours.
Okay.
These are massive. These are massive facilities that have all these cars in them.
But that's what I'm saying. It's got to be like horse racing at this point.
I mean, it's not really like horse racing. This thing. So, for instance, Daytona.
No, do you understand what horse racing is?
Yes, you race horses. And
so
it's a billionaire It's a billionaire freaking playground.
There was a guy one time. Well, the horse ambo guy used to tell a joke, and he says this guy was looking to buy a horse, and so he wanted to talk to somebody that owned a horse. So he went up and found a guy. He's like, "Hey, this guy's got some horses and stuff." So he goes up and talks to him. He's like, "Hey, man, you know what I mean? Like, you making any money being a horse owner?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm a millionaire." Mm. He's like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, man. The only problem is I started as a billionaire." You know what I mean? Like, there is no money. It's a rich man's hobby. Like, that's what it is. Horse racing is a rich man's hobby. Like, they spend a boatload of money for no good reason. None.
Now, like, I will say with
the horse will never make, unless you have like top-notch horse. That horse will never really make what you spend on that horse.
No, it'll end up, the only way you'll make it back is if it goes into being a sire.
Right. Like, if you win stuff, then you can get some, like, if it wins some credible things, then you can get some stud fees. Mm-hmm. But for Bob Baffert, right? Which our big guy, you know what I mean? Like, trains with that guy. Mm-hmm. Like, you're paying almost $30,000 a month just to board the horse there.
I don't know if he trains him right now, because isn't Bob Baffert like on suspension?
I have no idea. I don't pay attention anymore. Mm. But you're going to pay like $30,000 to keep the horse at the farm on a month.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and then there's the training fees, then there's feed, then there's this.
Like, special kind of feed.
Like, there's so much money involved in that.
Right.
That is ridiculous. The horse will never win or stud all that money back.
Now, in NASCAR, you have, so a lot of like Rick Hendricks, which is one of the bigger ones. Rick Hendricks was a racer previously. So he raced back in the day. So he had gotten one car and he noticed that he wasn't winning all that much. So what he did is he bought another car and put another driver into it, which ended up being Dale Earnhardt. And he added more cars to that. So now he has a stable of more drivers, one of the top, especially one of the most winningest joints actually in NASCAR. Next to him is Joe Gibbs. So Joe Gibbs Racing, which Joe Gibbs,
the Redskins coach.
Redskins coach. Exactly. Joe Gibbs, not only does Joe Gibbs.
The Commanders.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, Commanders. So Joe Gibbs, not only does he own NASCAR, or he has a NASCAR team, he also has a Formula One or IndyCar team. Ooh. So, I mean, he has all this stuff. And so you have Joe Gibbs Racing, and then you also have Stewart-Haas Racing, which is Tony Stewart. And I don't know the first guy's name of Haas, but Stewart-Haas is another guy that they own. Like, they even have some Indy cars and a Formula One car, I believe, but they also do NASCAR. So there's a lot of money that's actually in that. Yeah. But back in the day, in the 90s, early 90s and the late 80s, you only had like a lot of these teams that only had maybe one or two cars. And they would race.
Why do you need a car for every track? That
because
seems ridiculous.
That's
how we got here.
Right. So for instance, Daytona has the highest banks out of any racetrack that you ever go to. The only one that's close to that is Talladega.
Any of those banks are ridiculous.
But they're talking about the banks
in Dover
in Daytona are like damn near like this. Like it is high up. Like there's way big of an angle. You have to have the car's suspension and everything specifically tuned to run at that track.
Okay, well, like, isn't that why you carry that giant toolbox behind the truck?
Well, so like there's different, like the only thing that has to be standard on every race is the chassis.
But I'm just saying, like, you have all these tools, you got these mechanics, you got a whole picker that
right.
They're fast.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they can't tweak the car when they get to the
no, because you know who tweaks the cars are the engineers that are back at the
So why don't they come? Why don't they go to the races too? Like, are they too good to be at the race? I am an engineer. I do not belong.
Because they're still working on
redneck people
because they're still working on the other cars.
Event. I need to sit here and sip my scotch and brandy when I am doing.
I'm pretty sure
this is a very big mix of emotions of people.
I'm pretty sure it's whiskey.
One location.
Well, heck, you know that most of like all the rockets they're made in in Alabama and Texas. Like rockets? Some of the rockets for NASA.
NASA doesn't build rockets anymore. Elon Musk does.
SpaceX. Anyway, but yeah, car haulers
Thanks,
do make.
Obama.
So yeah, car haulers do make they do make money, but we can't like I know specific ones that they definitely do. But I would still like to get to be one of the car because not only do the car haulers, they end up being.
What would you want to
So the car haulers, the guys that do that for NASCAR,
okay,
not only the drivers for NASCAR, they're also like the cooks for like the team and everything like that. They're not just the driver.
Oh, they don't want me. Good thing I dodged that bullet because they would not want me to.
So they're also the guys that pick up the gas cans, that take the new gas cans over to where the pit crew is and the tires and everything like that. They do different stuff than just drive the truck.
Oh hell no, I'm a trucker. So what do you think would be cool? Like, what would be the coolest thing to haul?
NASCAR.
You never thought
or dragsters, like any of the major racing teams. I would love to haul for them.
You wouldn't want to, because you know where I tried to work one time. I filled out an application and everything. Totally didn't get hired, which I really shouldn't have gotten hired. But I was really hoping at the time. There's two places that I really tried to go to.
Let me guess, the Carnival.
No. They would have hired me, bro. They would have hired this show. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to work for the carnies. I didn't want to be a carny.
Or
WWE.
Oh.
And Monday Night Football.
Stage, Stage Call.
WWE has a lot of their own too, though.
Stage Call is the one that primarily pulls for WWE. And they're the ones that they believe they're out of Nashville.
A lot of owner ops, I think, is what it is.
No. It's out of Nashville because I actually applied to them, but I needed to have when I applied, I only had a year here, so I needed to have at least 2 years. And by the time the second year got here, I ended up doing training.
Everett, whoever those people are, they have a whole show division as well.
See that would be a lot of fun.
That's who did NF's tour.
Now, what I've also heard from that is some of the backing, especially when they do the major concerts and that kind of stuff. Like for instance, with WWE, they go to the Barclays Center in Brooklyn.
Bro, have you seen how they do that?
I have not. I'll have to look it up.
Oh, dude, there's a whole video on it. It's actually on my Facebook page. But they drive down because I was fascinated. Appreciate you, Jay-Z, because you know what I mean. He built the Barclays Center.
Okay,
but you know what I mean. You drive down there, and then they have a turntable, so it turns you to the dock.
I did see that one.
And then you back into
that
it.
Would be cool. But I mean, so we go there. There's there's a lot of those guys that go to very, very small venues, and it's very, very tight.
Like doing a small show up in KC or something that has a lot of set design now.
Yeah, the very, very
like I said, Everett did the one here,
right?
You know, because they were doing the NF show, and so they were stuck on the side of the street out here in Springfield, you know, cones in front of their truck.
I mean, same thing in Oklahoma City. Whenever I went to go see Raw in Oklahoma City, and they were on the main street. They're on Reno, which is our main street in Oklahoma City. They were just lined up. Yeah, Reno is the main street in Oklahoma City. Yeah. Oklahoma.
Shout out Nevada.
If you look at the way that Oklahoma City is laid out, it literally looks like a crackhead like went and drew scribbles.
Yeah,
because
an
how
Oklahomian did it.
Because think about it this way. That's a good point. Every major city has a main street, and that usually is the city center, right? It always goes based on Main Street, then first, second, third, right?
Right.
Goes that way. No, not with Oklahoma City.
Boulevard. There's always one of those.
No, with Oklahoma City. Main Street is Reno, and then it goes Main Street.
Hey, to each their own.
And then second, first, third.
Well, that's because it was made by Oklahomians.
Apparently, people can't count, and maybe they were counting their teeth when they went to the different freaking.
But would you rather do NASCAR or would you rather do a show?
That's a good question. Can I do both?
No, I'm just saying, like, what other things would you want to do? Like, what else would you want to haul? Like honestly, that would be NASCAR is at the top of the list.
That would be my pinnacle. Like any kind of, even NASCAR, any major racing team. So even when it goes into dragsters and everything,
so you would still, you would still do dragsters over like WWE. Yeah, think on that. We're behind.
They're about even. Okay, so anyway, Johnson helped. So Bryson was talking about how he said you get used to it after a while. Talking about not being a prime employee.
You got to own your own stuff too, though. There,
yeah.
Daniel or Bryson.
He doesn't have to own it. No, he's talking about.
I'm pretty sure Johnson Logistics is his own.
Oh, possibly. Next month makes a year since I bought my Volvo from Prime. It took some getting used to.
What, the Volvo or getting out on your own? Wow, we are way behind, dude.
I can't wait till I buy my truck.
You gotta get someone first,
I own my own truck. Bryson, you need a job.
Yeah,
first.
Bryson, you gotta get there. What's up, brother?
Sorry, we're behind.
FBG, son, FBG.
Owning a truck is certainly different from leasing, but it's a good way.
Definitely different.
At Bryce, same. Johnson, I bet.
Oh, there's a lot of conversation without us involved.
I'm going somewhere where I can make money. I'm gonna get me one. Okay, yeah. Daniel, there's dessert tortoise. Whoa,
that doesn't say desert. That says dessert.
Desert. Yeah, desert tortoise. There's desert tortoise. Yes.
You said dessert,
because I'm hungry. So no one remembers me from Prime. Well, because your logo, we don't know your face.
I know an Eric Johnson. Not here though.
It's called Text Ecstasy. I told you.
But he's way behind too.
Whatever. I know military time either. Oh, Tim, I told him I was like, military time.
That man, he's late on that. Either we're really behind on this, or these cats are really late on.
No, you know what?
Why are you telling all my business to people? Because you're telling
your business to people.
Yeah, don't be saying I want to own a truck when you
exactly. Let's see. Hold on. When you don't, might say 17:15 depending on where, because he's on West Coast time. That's why it's so 17:15.
You're on that Pacific.
So yeah, we weren't. Yeah, okay, that makes sense now. There's no logistics, just logic.
Ha!
Oh, Justin didn't read right.
Johnson's logic.
No logistics, it's just logic.
Oh, well, sun gun. Hey, my reading skills are less to be deprived. 4 years of high school, never made it past the
I thought it was logistics.
Not the only one. Appreciate it, Daniel.
It's bigger than horse racing.
Yes, NASCAR is definitely bigger than horse
racing. Some people say massage for their horse. Like some people buy massages for their horse. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an absolute fact as well.
Yeah. The only thing horse racing and NASCAR have in common is left turns. That's a good point.
Facts.
It's called an equine massage. Yes, it is. Because
I have no idea what they call it. I call it a horse.
Equine is special.
Equestrian.
Equestrian is a special name for horse.
Yeah, I don't know. I called it.
If the car dies, you don't shoot it. The horse you do.
Leave it to Tim, man. Look, in horse racing, we do not shoot, we euthanize.
Or dispatch.
Dispatch?
Yeah, we call it dispatching a horse. Like if there's a car, there was
That
like
must
if there,
be some military thing, man.
Yeah, it's really more so. It's like
I don't know what anybody else called it.
It could be a.
We definitely didn't shoot it.
It says, well, "I'm gonna head out. I'll see you guys on the flip side." All right, Bryson, take it easy.
Yeah, you didn't see that at all.
Nope, I didn't. He's gone. 3 L's. Okay.
That's his.
Lulu. Lulu. The hell, Daniel? LOL.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, if you would have just clicked one.
White rabbit. What?
Isn't that what you say when smoke gets in your face? White rabbit, white rabbit, white rabbit.
I've never said that ever.
Oh.
FBG.
All right. FBG,
now
son.
We're back. Okay, now we're caught up. So, what we're going to get at first, also, we need to bring in our special guest.
Oh, yeah. Ours. It's kind of yours. Like you.
Well, this is FUBAR. This is our deal.
Well, I'm telling it's your deal, your channel.
Well, it's my channel because we really want to talk about the reason why it's my channel.
Because it's your channel.
Because you refuse to do one?
No. Not refuse.
That you haven't done one? Of which like I was also talking with your brother. He was like, we're supposed to be getting you on this crap.
Yeah, you're still haven't done it. You're doing a great job. My brother would be very disappointed in you, man.
He's supposed to pick up the slack too.
No, he's got his own thing.
Anyway, so
he's also a lot of miles away from here.
This is going to be our first person that we're actually bringing in as kind of a special guest deal. So he is
And who is he? How is he here, Sean?
How is he here? Oh, so he actually is a fan of the channel. He is a fan of the FUBAR. He came
Wait. That's not yours?
No.
Oh, I thought it was yours.
No, it's Brandon's.
Oh.
So,
well, this even makes more sense. Okay. You run with me.
So, Justin, go ahead.
I'm learning things. Sorry. Yeah.
So, Justin, if you want to scoot on over, we'll bring in Weekend at Bernie's.
No, he's going to sit in the middle of us.
Oh. So here he comes. And we got Bernie in the house.
What's going on, everybody?
Justin disappeared. There he comes back. There we go.
Bud.
What's up, man?
So
I'm rolling.
They rolling and they hating. They see you rolling.
I'm white and nerdy.
Yeah. I don't think I ever would have called it like put you as nerdy.
I don't know. Weird Al said it, so I just went with it.
So, once he said like Weekend at Bernie's, I'm like, that's like that makes so much sense. Like his name is Bernie, so it's Weekend at Bernie's, but he's alive.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all.
But it's a good way of remembering the name is Weekend at Bernie's.
I'm not bouncing around in a truck.
Exactly. I mean, if you're in a Freightliner, you might be bouncing around anyway. So I mean, that's just how that ends up working.
And if you're trying to teach a newbie, that's always a good way to get.
That's true.
But I'm actually training in the international.
I know.
That's a good point.
How is that?
Goodness.
Well, first of all, it's Bernie.
Yeah, my name is Bernie.
If you haven't gotten that by now, his name is Bernie.
And he's a student.
Good luck, Bernie.
Yes. I graduate tomorrow.
He graduates tomorrow. He is testing.
Hopefully.
He is testing tomorrow.
Can't mess up.
He is testing tomorrow. So everybody out there, wish the good luck to Bernie.
Thank you.
He's got
to take his test in an international.
That's a good point. I mean, yeah.
Although it is the cranberry time machine.
It is a cranberry time. Eventually, the cranberry time machine is just they're gonna have to do like the way of the horse and put it out to the back pasture and shoot it.
Hey, but it's equipped with a flux capacitor.
That's right. Brandon did put the flux capacitor in.
Did he?
Yes.
I have to see this thing.
Oh yeah,
I have to see this.
Yes.
I was unaware.
Yeah. But so you've gone through the PSD process essentially so far.
Yes.
So far.
So
all the way up to test day.
All the way up to test day. So tell people like what you thought about it, like how everything's gone.
Let's start with what did you think before you got here? Like, what did you think this was going to be before? Like, how did you get here? Take the bus? Take the drive?
The Greyhound? Are you crazy? My recruiter, she told me, she's like, well, I can send you a bus ticket. I'm like, bus ticket? Greyhound?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I was going to drive at first.
Then what happened?
The gas prices shot up to over $4 a gallon.
That's true.
You know?
So how'd you get here?
I flew.
Hey!
Yeah.
Planes.
From where? He didn't say
where
plane. He flew.
My arms are tired. Take a few breaks.
No, actually, I flew from Florida.
Oh, you're from Florida?
Yeah.
Another
well,
Florida.
I live in Florida.
He's getting hired at Prime. I mean, there's only like
You know what?
Because 95% of Florida's like employed by Prime.
Why?
I don't know.
Florida and Georgia. I mean, my whole class is
Yeah,
Florida, Georgia. I mean, come on.
But yeah, we don't have a terminal in that area. It's kind of like makes no sense.
Mr. Lowe, you need to get a terminal right there in Florida.
We're actually working on it.
Yeah, we are. Well, we're working on it for Georgia because we're trying to get land in Atlanta.
Oh.
Yeah, we're trying to find some common ground.
Right.
No one wants to build in Florida.
They have a flower thing down there in Florida.
We have Pearson. Well, yeah, one in Pearson, which I don't even think was our building initially. We just took it over.
Yeah, that's what we do.
So we have
that's what happened in Pittsburgh.
And then we also have our little warehouse down in Miami as well.
Welcome to Miami.
Yep.
Anyway, so you made the phone call. Let's start there. What made you make the phone call?
My cousin drives for Prime.
Does he?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's because nobody else is hiring.
Facts.
Without experience, yeah. I'm good anyway.
Build in Las Vegas. Tim were the ones
that's what I'm
I
talking
got
about.
no problem going to Vegas, but the thing is, like, you can't put students in Vegas. I mean, you can, but I don't think it would go very well.
Bro, can you imagine Tim as a fleet manager out there?
No, I know McDonald's would be at the terminal.
No, In-N-Out's going to be the terminal.
No, he wants McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yeah, Tim wants McDonald's. Like, is that the Tim's on a different freaking wavelength. But anyway, so
your cousin got you out here.
Well, he sparked my interest. He reignited my desire to come trucking ever since I was a little kid.
Right.
Back in LA. Growing up.
Oh, LA.
In Cali.
Yeah, he knows all about that. You an In-N-Out burger guy?
Come on, man.
All right. I'm like,
4x4.
We don't need you no more.
Yeah. 4x4 all the way.
This is now called FUBAR with Bernie.
FUBAR with Bernie. You know what? We should do that.
FUBAR with we are doing it right now.
No, but I'm just serious. Ongoing show.
FUBAR with Bernie.
There you go. No, anyway. So when I was a little kid growing up, in Compton, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was kind of rough. But anyway, yeah, there you go. But my neighbors across the street, they were flatbedders.
Okay.
They had a small company. They hauled fertilizer all throughout California.
Okay.
So I would ride with them.
Oh, yeah. So flatbedders were on that bullshit.
Oh, see, this is more reason why.
But back then, they had cab overs. Oh my gosh.
Well, Prime used to have cab overs.
Yeah, I don't know how people do that. You talking about shaking, and they were at Peterbilt's.
We'll say, we had them over here too. And then what was it? The only thing they say about the cab overs, but you're the first to the accident, you're the last to leave.
Yeah.
My grandfather, remember, like it was back in the 70s whenever they had actually enacted like the link law kind of deal. That was how they maximized where you could put as much freight in those trailers as possible, is because they cut the nose off. So yeah, that's why you had longer trailers.
Trucking history.
Longer trailers and shorter trucks. So then they took
this
away.
This isn't Sean's story.
This is history.
Yeah. All right.
This is Bernie's story.
All right, bring it back to
You're such a rude person, man. This is our guest. He's supposed to be talking.
Anyway, fast forwarding. Long story short, my cousin's mother posted a picture of him, on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't seen him since he was knee high to a grasshopper. I see him next to a Prime truck. Now, my brother-in-law, may rest in peace, he worked for Swift.
Mm.
Yeah. And he was on the auto rail, so he hauled cars for them.
Yeah.
But anyway, long story short, fast forwarding it.
Wow. He's attached to a lot of conversation today.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder Institute for Trucking.
Uh-huh.
Never heard that one before.
Oh, yeah.
SWIFT, Stevie Wonder Institute for Trucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Swing wide.
My favorite is
friggin' trailer.
Yeah, swing wide to freaking trailer. Stop whining. I'm freaking training.
Mine is always sorry we have insurance for that.
Oh, wow.
Prime, the only one I've ever heard for Prime is park right in the middle of everything.
Please remember I'm Missouri educated.
But I'm not.
Please remember I mortgaged everything and I need cash.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Wow. Backwards is everybody's money in Rob's pocket.
That's cold-blooded.
Anyway, back to your story.
Anyway, go back to it.
Moving
So,
along.
yeah.
So anyway, long story short, saw the picture. Then I just started doing my research, and I did about 9.5 months of research on Prime.
Okay.
Wow.
And in that time during the research, he brought you to FUBAR.
Well, this
We're not that old.
banter actually brought me to FUBAR.
Oh.
I watched a couple of videos of you, and then I believe you guys just started the channel when I started watching, and it's the comedy that brought me in.
It's technically his channel.
Look,
I'm just here on Fridays.
or Tuesdays or Wednesdays.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. No, Tuesday I was in a truck. Just saying.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So I did all my research, and I felt that this was going to be the best fit for me.
Good deal. So you got hired. How long was the hiring process before you got here?
Wow. After about 3 different calls to the recruiter, it was more of a timing for me.
Okay.
I had to time it where everything, lined up perfectly.
Right.
Did
they work with you on that? The recruiting work with you on that, or did they throw a fit? Or
no, my recruiter was good. She was okay. She
shout
understood.
out your recruiter, man. Who was it?
Heather Merrill.
Okay.
Shout out
Congratulations.
to
She's actually giving birth to her child.
So she's definitely not watching.
Yeah.
Probably not.
No, probably
But
not.
she's gonna have some downtime. Well, no, new baby.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get downtime for at least like the 18 years.
Yeah. Shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to Heather. Yeah, appreciate it. Actually, all in all, I took the phone call. She said, "Okay, do you need to give 2 weeks notice?" I gave my 2 weeks notice. I did my DOT physical. I already have a CDL, but it's basically a tractor trailer restriction because when I tested out, I tested with a dump truck and a little pull-along trairer.
Okay.
So Brandon had an easy time.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Out there cheating, B-side.
so I had to go back and get my learner's permit, which is just a matter of showing my medical card and adding that, and then within a matter of a week or two, I was buying my plane ticket and I flew out here. Due to my geographical location in Florida, I had to come 2 days early because that airline only flies, Allegiant flies. Yeah, Allegiant.
Yeah. Dude, that or he's gonna have to ride a crocodile or ride an alligator over there.
Yeah, no.
So what did they do? Did Prime do anything, or did you have to buy your own ticket? Did they chip in on the ticket, or
No, I bought my ticket and I submitted it for reimbursement, and they approved it and gave me my money back.
the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, I got the cheapest fare. I mean, come on, Allegiant Airlines, man, you got
Yeah.
to pay for everything.
I think what they say is that whatever the equivalent of the bus ticket would have been is what they'll pay back.
Right.
Something like
That was the point I was trying to get.
Yeah,
at.
Allegiant has pretty cheap, especially if you can ride in the cargo hold.
Yeah, we know a guy that knows about the Allegiant.
Oh, yeah,
tells us
very much
about it
so.
all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So
From down that way.
That's true. Very true.
Allegiant is like the airline of Florida.
Well, it's very much so because the thing is, like, it's weird that you have because that one will fly. I want to say it's either out of Fort Lauderdale or that flies.
Yeah, you from the east side or west side of Florida?
I'm on the west side. I'm in
West side?
Sarasota County.
Oh,
So actually, I have two choices: St. Petersburg or Punta Gorda. And Punta Gorda Airport is a small airport like Branson, and it's only 20 minutes away from my house.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Can't beat
You
that.
can't beat that at all. Especially if
heck
it comes
no.
right over here. I was just like, well, you can go back and forth to Florida, which we know people do it all the time.
Right. So yeah, actually, I touched down here, and I'm like, okay, this is boot camp all over. No, because I was in the military.
Oh, there you go.
This guy was.
So
Justin served.
Justin was forced to serve.
Yeah.
Justin
Justin's service
served-
and your service, two
Different services. Like Justin's service was in county.
Yeah.
right.
New Haven County, to be specific.
Okay. So I get off the airplane and I'm like, okay, where's this shuttle? I'm like outside, and I'm looking for OJ Simpson to run down there, jumping over the luggage, for Hertz rental car.
Wow, yeah, so that was before.
Oh yeah,
That was before. Is it?
I'm a product of the '70s.
He should sell knives now. I mean, that would just be.
Is he still? No, they let him
No,
out.
he's
didn't
out
they?
of jail now.
He's chilling in Cape Coral
Okay.
in
yeah.
Florida.
Yeah, so I think
Yeah, he moved to Florida so he could dodge paying the family.
So I think that would be hilarious. Just like, like when you have the knife shows that like way late at night and OJ Simpson comes on and starts selling knives. Like that would just be perfect. Like, hey, this is the OJ Simpson signature butcher knife.
They have a meme floating around there for him at Thanksgiving time with a knife.
Carving up the white meat. Yep, I got that one.
So I kind of panicked for a little bit. So I looked at my email, and I was like, oh, Prime Shuttle. Let me call it. I call. The guy said, yeah, I just left. I'll be back at 11:30 or 11 o'clock. So I had to wait a little bit. No problem. It's cold. I came from Florida. I mean, I prepared, I got thermal, shirt.
Right.
But oh my goodness, this weather is bipolar.
Yeah.
It is straight up bipolar. I'm dead serious. I mean,
so everybody says this, right? Like, oh man, our weather's that way too. Do you really think as many people's weather is this ridiculous as ours?
Well,
because people in Florida say like their weather gets hectic like this. I just don't think a lot of people understand.
No.
Like, I think people, and I'm not going to say Missouri by itself, but like the whole Midwest, like our whole weather system is bipolar. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Because it's colder here than it was in Kansas City.
That's true. I mean, it's this whole area, even like from northeast Oklahoma to even into Missouri is very, very weird.
Yeah. Tornado Alley, baby.
Because I mean, even like it's Tornado Alley, but the tornadoes really don't hit here in Springfield.
Tell that to the people in Joplin.
I mean, Joplin, yes, but Springfield, no.
We're at the north end of that. Hey man, there was a tornado in my neighbor's yard one time. Don't tell me. I mean, I didn't even know until the next day when part of her roof was missing and stuff like that. But
yeah, Justin's really he pays attention.
I'm from the East Coast. We get hurricanes, man. We don't get tornadoes, bro. We get hurricanes.
Well, I went from earthquakes to hurricanes.
Oh, facts.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I got here and checked in, and it was smooth. Everything went smooth. They gave me the little meal card. Said, again, not so much boot
orientation. How was the orientation?
Yeah,
my orientation was smooth. I mean, we got straight to the point. And what makes everything easier is when you come to Prime, you get that the email stating, "Hey, you're approved for orientation." Read it. I mean, really read it. It's going to give you a list of all the documents you need to bring.
So you need to read stuff and pay attention.
Wow, somebody who read something. Let me ask you this, because I get a lot of students that don't. Do they tell you to bring something for your direct deposit, like a hard copy?
Yes.
Something for your direct deposit?
Yes. Bring a council check.
See, stupid students.
Bring your birth certificate, not just your, and also bring your DOT physical card, not the short form. Bring both the short and the long form.
Right, you need both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also some people forget their birth certificate, or they don't. Where are you going?
I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
All right. Birth certificate, and don't bring a photocopy. It has to be the certified,
right?
From your state.
Exactly. You bring a certified copy of it. So how long? So you went through orientation. How long did it take you before you got paired up with Brandon?
Let's see here. Orientation was about 3.5 days, and then about a day and a half. Yeah, just about a day and a half. I got a phone call from Brandon, and he introduced himself. And
okay. So, and the thing is too, is that's really good to know, because there's a lot of students right now that are saying that it's taking forever for them to get instructors. I mean, you guys, they're getting instructors fairly quickly. Mm-hmm. Now, the TNT side is where you may end up waiting a little bit, but with the TNT side right now, we're not, because we've actually gone out, we've been running some freight and everything like that. It's only down. We were upwards up almost like 200 people that were waiting for TNT trainers.
Right.
We're down to, I believe, right around 70.
Right.
So, I mean, we took a big chunk out of that, which is a good deal. So now you don't have to wait as long. But so when it comes to, because I mean, you've been to other companies, and you've been not other trucking companies, but you've been to other companies and everything like that. How does Prime, you think that you made the right decision coming to Prime?
I believe that Prime is, exactly what they say that they are. From my research that I've done, family orientated, everybody's here to help.
Mm-hmm.
You're treated with respect. I mean, from, getting off the airplane, getting a bus ride over here to meeting you actually, on the pad. And I've met other YouTubers that are here at Prime, and everybody is like, hey, welcome. Everybody welcomes you with open arms.
It's crazy because you don't really get that like other companies, like where people are like really they're welcoming you. It's kind of like why are you here?
Right.
It's almost kind of like, well, you're here to take my job and screw you, that kind of deal.
That's like that outside of trucking.
Exactly. I will say this, like when it comes like military side, like when it comes to brotherhood, like me and Justin maybe go back and forth like the way that we do, but this is the same type of deal that what I had with guys whenever I was in the military. Mm-hmm. That type of brotherhood and everything like that. I didn't find it any other job that I had once I got out of the military. This is the one that's been to where it's been like the closest to like family.
Right.
So I mean, it's just like it's crazy the way that works.
My service family was not that nice.
I'm not talking about your service family. Like your service family,
definitely not a brotherhood.
No, not that brotherhood. No. So here's the good question. So, which division are you going to?
I'm going to reefer. I'm going to be a door swinger.
Why? Just out of curiosity. I mean, your neighbors, they were flatbedders, but.
Well, I tip my hat off to you flatbedders.
I appreciate it.
I do. But you just answered my question. Well, maybe you did. You made a comment. You were out there, it was 50-mile-per-hour winds, and it hit the truck right at the certain spot where you're trying to target.
It was a beautiful time.
Oh my goodness.
But here's the thing, right? Like there was a bunch of us out there facing the same problem. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and we all helped each other out.
Yeah, but then again, it's like, and I get where you're coming from. It keeps you active. But you know what? What I found out was Prime has a driver health and fitness program.
Yes, we do.
And I actually, I'm looking into it, and that's going to help, help me.
But that's the big thing too, though, is like a lot of dudes don't need to go flatbed. You know what I mean? Like, and like they're like, oh, I'm trying to exercise. Like, that is the worst reason to go flatbed ever. It's just because you need to like, just because you're in reefer doesn't mean you can't get out of the truck, man. Like, you can get out of the truck and do stuff. It's not that hard.
Right. And then I know my body, I know myself, and I'm just, I don't have a desire to do it.
That's okay.
Sorry.
His young ass could do it though. I'm just saying.
Don't want to.
Just saying he could.
It's just like going to the Navy and like thinking that I don't want to go on a boat. It's like I'm joining the Navy. It's like that'd be like you guys would be like the flappers. Like, I don't want to go on a boat, but I'm gonna join the Navy.
Right.
Well, I mean, we have discussed, like Tim had said, you were stationed in Oklahoma. There's a Navy base in Nevada. There's no water over there. So how is it not logical that is feasible?
It's not likely. It's feasible, not likely.
I'm just saying, you guys got a lot of bases inland.
Look at you using big words.
Mm-hmm. Bases in inland?
Inland.
That's a big word.
I mean, that's a description. It's a fancy word.
I'm sure there's a big word for inland.
Conus.
Coitus. That was the word I was thinking of the other day.
Coitus? I said conus.
Yeah, but that reminded me of coitus. Remember we were talking one time and I said Sheldon used the big word and I couldn't remember what it was. It was coitus. I watched it and I remembered. And then you said that word, whatever that was.
Conus means in country. Oconus is outside the country.
Oh, coitus means sex.
Thank you.
Oh,
we know that.
Sheldon uses it to describe sex.
Yes. Penny.
Yeah, that guy.
Penny.
Yeah, there was. My bad. We're once again.
All right, so
tomorrow's the big day.
Tomorrow is the big day.
You ready?
7:30. I report here in this building right here.
No, 0700.
Well, 7:30.
Brandon probably told him 7:30.
Yeah,
because they sign up at 7:30. So
yeah, I check in at 7:30. Test out at.
So don't mess with his brain. Brandon.
Yeah, I'm not.
So, you feel you're ready?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
good.
I'm ready.
I would hope so.
Oh yeah, I better be. There's a lot riding on this test. Yeah. But you know what? It's really not. I mean, it's just a matter of, the 5 Ps, proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Piss poor performance.
Well, I'm trying to keep it PG.
He's talking about coitus. I mean, just
I used the big word, man. Like the children didn't know. Plus, it's past their bedtime at this point.
And also one thing too is like what we do, because we talked about the different things you need to bring to Prime.
Okay.
If you are female and you were married and you had your name changed as a different from your birth certificate, make sure you bring your marriage license. Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to ask you, why didn't you get your birth certificate changed?
Because 9 times out of 10,
you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no other documentation about that.
Exactly.
Wife did something. I don't know. Let's not listen to Justin because the wife does all the paperwork.
But so you think I think you made the right decision. I think that you're going to do fine tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
We do appreciate you coming out to FUBAR though. Like that's our first special guest. That's we wish we had a plaque.
I'm the first.
You're
the first special guest.
Wow.
We should be able to give you a plaque. Go get Justin, go get one of your plaques.
Okay. I got to dig through a lot of other ones.
I mean, we could.
I think I have one engraved.
You can get
you can give.
If you grab you got Will Deadman's, he's not really going to use that anymore since it says flatbed and he's reefer. So I mean, we can give that to him.
Yeah. He's going to win it for reefer too. He's going to be the first dude to have one in every division.
Oh.
Let's go, Will.
Yeah, Will.
Let's go, Freight Gator.
I will say this: next week, it's on.
Oh snap!
Like Donkey Kong.
Where the hell did this come from?
Ooh.
It is on like Donkey Kong because guess what we're doing next week? Me and Justin are doing the Truck Driving Championships qualifier here in Springfield.
Oh, is that next week?
Yeah.
Oh, wow! Then it's on.
I tell him these things before. I also tell him to be on time too, and we know that doesn't work. So I mean, I told him this stuff before. It's like, yes, it's Friday, not this Friday.
Well, obviously.
Next Friday.
Well, you say, oh, it's Friday. Like, that could be any Friday. There's a lot of Fridays in a year, friend.
And you said, I said, oh, it's obviously not this Friday. It's next Friday. Oh, okay, cool.
You know how long ago that was? You know how many things have happened between now and then?
I'll leave it alone.
Okay.
Anyway,
good
so
idea.
It's on, fool.
You already lost.
You already lost? How did I lose?
Because look how you I'm just going to leave it alone. You're going to do that on Friday, too.
I ain't doing that on Friday. So the thing is, I almost he even had a dilemma on whether or not that he was going to do the flatbed division or if he was going to do reefer division. It's been a long time since he's been under a reefer.
Change it.
Up until the
reefer, just so it is a competition.
You need to get back to your roots, so you might want to go reefer anyway.
No. See, and that's why I didn't do it, because I don't want to have. I want you to have.
You cannot. There's no way that you would be able to live down the fact that you went to do the truck driving championships and you did it in a reefer, not a flatbed.
But I would be able to show y'all up in it.
No, you know you would not be able to live that down, because how many of us would be like, huh, it's because you couldn't do it in a flatbed.
Right. Like that's why I wanted to sign up for every division. I still might try to do that. See what happens. Just send in multiple applications, one for every division. You know what I mean? Like,
so obviously now it's he really can't do that, because now it's just like he's putting out his alibi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try. I didn't say I was able to do it.
Sounds like an excuse to me.
Well, if they don't let me, what am I supposed to do if they don't let me do it in every division?
So I will say this, because you're about, and we'll go this way. You're going down on Friday, number one. Number two.
Look, man, you can't say those type of things, bro. Not after the DAP meeting. You can't say those things.
I can whenever they don't know the context. You don't know the context of
those things. This is where Tim gets his ammo from.
Oh wow!
I can tell you right now that this is not where they're not going to understand the context of.
Well, they got it already. They're up to par with it. Anyway,
but
moving on.
Because we got to get him out of here, because he's got to be out here early in the morning tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So hey, man, it's been a pleasure having you. I will say this: but whenever you're done with TNT,
sure,
go ahead and whenever you make your way back in, and go ahead and get a hold of us again. We're here every Friday normally.
Yeah.
Normally,
when Sean's in town, when Sean chooses to be here,
what's the point of what's the point of Sean being in town?
They're a little
Justin.
Pinky-ish,
what's the point of Sean being in town when Justin doesn't show up on time anyway?
Hey, me being here is a presence on its own. Okay. You're lucky I even agreed.
It's a presence.
Yeah, it's a presence.
I
Like
think
my presence is a present of its presence.
Oh,
That was
man.
3 P's.
So today's thesaurus is brought to you by
Not Justin.
Hummerston.
By the
Wow.
way, I got a text message when you guys were having a big debate. The Cookout is
Mhm.
in North Carolina. It's a hamburger joint.
Yeah, we don't care.
It's not big enough to be on the.
It's
not big enough to be on the list.
I'm not trying to
To
derive from
to
this,
be
but you know
fair,
what?
Whataburger and In-N-Out Burger shouldn't be on the list. Neither one of them are national.
I don't know nothing about Whataburger, and I know I'm going to get a lot of crap because every time I watch a YouTube video and Whataburger and In-N-Out Burger is the topic of discussion.
And what is it? In-N-Out Burger or Whataburger?
Well, if you're on the West
Whataburger,
Coast,
do they have
it's In-N-Out.
Whataburger in Florida?
I think we just got
Probably.
one. I think it's like in Orlando, I think.
But
But
In-
I'm not from that area, so I wouldn't know, and I don't really care.
In-N-Out though.
It's
In-N-Out
In-N-Out.
though. Bring it
Yes,
back to Cali.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm
Animal
talking
style
about.
fries, baby.
You stay over there.
You
Look,
know?
I'm not. Look, my beef with In-N-Out Burger is I have to go online to find out there's an animal style. I can't just walk in the store and know, hey, I want a burger animal style.
But
Because you don't deserve it.
No, wait.
Okay, see, that's In-N-Out's problem. They're a little pinkyish.
No, but when you order your fries and your burger, they ask, do you want it animal style?
They did not ask us.
Because they knew
Where were
that
you
you
at?
wouldn't know.
Were you in Texas?
No, we were in Cali.
He probably walked in there just like, didn't know what the hell was going on. They're like, sir, would you like a hamburger?
Then you want
Yes,
a
please.
hamburger?
I'll have a
Hold on.
cheeseburger.
That's not how that went at all. But if that's how it works for you. Fine.
No, it's like the thing is,
Me and my
Look.
students stared at the menu because everybody was telling my
Look.
student. I didn't know what In-N-Out Burger was, and my student was the one that told me about it. And that's when both of us decided, like, we ate it. Was like, yo, this is no big deal. Like, it's like a regular burger. What the hell? And then that's when they told us that we had to go online and look at all the different things. And that's when I decided if I have to go online, like, that's like self-checkout, man. I don't do self-checkout, right?
I hate
Because
that.
because I paid, like, there's a payment in there. My brother taught me this. Like, there's a payment in there for the person standing at the cash register. So don't you think you should get a discount if you self-check out? But they're not going to give you that discount. So I'm going to the person.
until they stack your freaking food wrong.
Well, again, the wife does all the shopping. So I mean, like, when I go there, I have like
What do
3
you do?
items. I don't do anything.
Wife does the paperwork. Wife does the finances. Wife does the grocery shopping. What do you do?
I cut grass on occasion.
Yeah, she cuts the grass.
Not all the time. I enjoy cutting the grass.
That's his therapy.
But he doesn't do it.
I do too. Do not lie to yourself.
How many have you done? Have you cut the grass more, or has your wife cut the grass more?
I would say equal. We're equal. on
Then
that.
there you can't say that you're the one that cuts the grass.
But sometimes she just cuts it to cut it. Like, she just jumped. Like she wanted to cut the grass yesterday because it was not raining. And it's like, okay, well, the grass is still wet, right? So that's gonna. And then she'll just go cut it anyway. Like, just because it can be done doesn't mean it should. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. Not like she watches this anyway, but
Now we're gonna make sure she watches it.
I don't get in no trouble either.
Yeah, I'm backing away from that conversation.
But anyway,
Intelligently.
so yeah, whenever I would say this, whenever you're done with TNT, go ahead and come on in. We'll kind of do this again
Yeah.
and see how everything went with TNT and kind of give you a little bit more of a congratulatory, like, hey, what if we make him a unicorn quester?
Well, I mean, he's got to get the unicorn.
Oh my God, is this like some kind of hazing thing?
No,
No, it's like when you get on the
no,
aircraft carrier, in the Navy, when you first get to the aircraft carrier, they're
you
like,
don't know.
"Oh, you don't know."
No.
But you already know
I
what
know.
I'm
I know
about
what
to
you're
say.
talking about. I know what you're talking
Go
about.
find the
No,
bowling
this is
alley.
this is a legit. Me and Sean are certified, licensed unicorn questers.
Yes.
I thought you've seen the show before, man.
I do remember vaguely, but I'm sorry.
It's at the end of one of those episodes.
These are long episodes.
Like we have physical pieces of paper. So you can go to University of Lake Superior State
Oh, yeah, that's
University.
right.
Lake Superior State University gives out a unicorn quester license.
Mhm.
So you just fill out a thing online and they send it to you.
That was last month. You guys did that.
Well, that's when we got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it
So-
in like January.
Yeah. January.
Yeah.
I
I
remember.
don't know. What
January or
I
February.
don't
somewhere
even
in
know.
there.
I think it was
Yeah.
February. But anyway, yeah. So come back in.
Yeah.
And
I look forward to it. And wow, we got behind on the comments, but thank you everybody for your well wishes. You know, I
he mows
appreciate
her
it.
lawn after Justin messes his up.
What?
I'm here, Justin. He mows her lawn after Justin messes. I'm thinking she mows her lawn after Justin messes it up.
No, that's the opposite. That's the opposite.
She
Tim.
mows her lawn after Justin messes it up. There you go.
It's definitely her lawn, but I definitely fix what she screws up.
Like I said, we're not going to get down that rabbit hole because you're going to end up sleeping outside.
In the
lawn. Anyway, but I think we'll go ahead and I think we wrap it up because an hour and 30 minutes going into this.
Wow.
Yeah.
It seemed like 5 minutes ago.
I know, right?
It goes by fast.
It goes by fast.
And then he always wants to cut it off.
Well, because the thing is, we're going to just keep going and going. Then the thing is, people are going to watch this all the way through. But
that's their own fault.
We do appreciate you coming out here.
Thanks a lot, brother.
Not a
problem.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming by.
Thanks
So
for having me.
Yep. So everybody else out there, make sure you keep the rubber side down and rock and roll.
I'm just leaving.
And
Peace, y'all.
we are out of here.
Keep the rubber